Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to you. You're going to be reading for the lovely star sign of Virgo. So Virgo, let's grab the book of answers and see what's coming out for you this week. What have we got going on for Virgo? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. I feel like I want to go right to the start. Don't bet on it. Don't bet on it, Virgo. Okay, however that's going to resonate with you this week. Don't bet on it. Sometimes don't bet on it means like to say, you know, the outcome is going to come out to what you thought on it, as in don't bet on it, it's really going to happen. That kind of a scenario as well. So let's just grab the cards though and see what else is coming out for you. And don't bet on it can be that as well. Some of you might be thinking betting on something this week is going to be a dead cert. And it's like to say, you know what, don't waste your money, but you do whatever you need to. I'm not saying don't put your bets on, okay, because I would hate you not to, and then you'd lose out winning like loads of money, but don't bet on it. I feel don't bet on it in this occasion though is like it's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen regardless. So what's the card to go with it? Listen to your body. Listen to your body. You could be pushing yourself to the limits at the moment, Virgs, for some of you. You could be ignoring things that are going on in your body at this moment in time. So take heed, my lovelies. What else have we got for Virgs? That dragon is green on the back of that fairy. And it's like to say, I've come to bite you in the bum here. You've got to take heed, okay? We also have the devil. Someone is trying to pull your strings, trying to take control. We had something similar like this, I'm sure, last week for you about control. Take control back. Also, don't play devil's advocate with your health either. Okay? Thinking you may know it all. And then it comes to slow you up, like to say, whoa, no. We then have a beautiful card of the Four of Wands. So there's a celebration due. Something to celebrate over. If not you, then it's somebody around you. Some of you could be even planning going to a festival. Okay, because I've got like a festival vibe there around sort of May time. I want to say at the end of April, beginning of May. And then we have the moon. Getting caught up in emotions here, Virgo. Out of your depth on something. Out of your depths. And beware somebody crying wolf. There's a black wolf and a white wolf in that picture. So don't get caught up in between a drama. Okay, you might sort of want to try and step in to help. Okay, be a mediator. But it's like to say, don't get caught up and it's not your argument. This is your inner psyche. I won't cry for you. So this is your inner soul, your inner spirit, how it's feeling. And it's like to say, don't waste your emotions. Don't get involved on this situation. So you could have somebody come to you who's struggling with a relationship, maybe, or their job or finances. And you've got to be quite harsh, really. Cruel to be kind. As I like to say, I warned you about this months ago, but you didn't take any notice. So it's like, I'm not going to cry for you. I'm not going to give you any sympathy because you didn't take the warning, what I told you. It's that kind of a vibe, guys. Let's have a look what the universe wants to add on to that then. What else have we got for Virgo? And they're telling me now about blood tests. I'm being drawn to the droplet of blood. So some of you, if not you, there's something about blood tests. Okay, so I have to be mindful of that as well. We've got the prison wife coming out. Self-sabotage, poverty and consciousness. This is the prison wife. I feel this is an energy that's around you. This is this person who is, you know, you're trying to be the mediator for, and where you've tried to be a mediator in the past or tried to help somebody, and it's like to say, you know, you're your own worst enemy here. And they've caused this. It can also mean a message of don't be hard on yourself, Virgo. You could be self-sabotaging yourself, putting you through an emotional time. Poverty is about finances, and I feel some of you could be struggling. Maybe thinking about financial situations around you, and that's on you, you know, rooted in your inner conscience, thinking we're all affected at the moment, aren't we, with the way the prices and energy and everything else is rocketing up, and our incomes aren't meeting that, or our pensions aren't meeting that, and we all become the prison wife in that sense. But I want to say, don't sort of make it, don't let it take over and affect you in a health sense, because worry is the worst thing. We can worry over everything and anything. You know, like if we have to go to the hospital for a test or something, and the night before, you know, we toss it into anything, thinking, oh gosh, I'm worrying over that. And then once it's all done and dusted with, you think, God, I worried all over that for nothing really. I went there, had the test done and everything. It wasn't as bad as I thought. We are the worst thing. A thought, the thought process, okay, is one of the most toxic things. Our mind is the most toxic thing, and that can bring trauma and self-sabotage to ourselves. So I feel like I want to say that to you, okay? Try not to be too worrying and too harsh, okay? That's what the universe is trying to tell you. Let's just have a look what your animal spirit card is this week then. What else have we got for Virgo? We have the beautiful card of Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. 7 and 3 is 10. 10 is a completion of a cycle. And it's saying, be brave. You've got the strength to face your fears here. Be brave in speaking the truth to that person around you, okay? If you have got someone who is sort of coming onto you and you've sort of warned them previously that this was going to happen, stand your ground, okay? You are the Lion King, okay? You're the Lion King. You have the strengths, okay, against their weakness. And be generous of spirit, as in take note, because sometimes we get signs and symbols that we ignore, so be more aware. Let's grab the movie book of answers then and see what wants to come out in that for you this week. Movie book of answers. You can make it if you run, and it's Jurassic Park, Dr. Ellie Sattler. You can make it if you run. So there's an urgency here coming in, saying, you know, you've got to sort of act on something quickly this week. I feel that's the energy that is coming from that card for you. So let's have a look what's coming out in the fairy cards this week for you. What have we got for Virgo? And we have the Green Man, and it's initiative, fertilization and action. But green is about health, so take heed of health situations. If not you, then somebody around you. And use your initiative this week. There's growth here. Action is needed. I want to say as well, turning over a new leaf. They're telling me here, turn over a new leaf. Let's just have a look what's coming out from your guides, angels and spirits then. What else have we got for Virgo? You can be a caregiver and rescuer, but be sure you're a caregiver first. So this is about taking your own health in your own hands. Yeah, help and support others, but sometimes you have to put yourself first, Virgo. You have to put yourself first. That saying of playing into the palm of your hands here. There's somebody trying to manipulate you here. It could be family members, you know, trying to have a sympathy vote and say, oh, you know, and it's like you warn them. There's something about you warning them about a situation. And it's like to say, you know, don't cry over spilt milk. I told you this was going to happen. It's that kind of a scenario for some of you. I'm just going to grab the literary book of answers to finish this reading off and see what we've got coming out for you in this, Virgo. An inquiry will afford you amusement. And it's Edgar Allan Poe, The Murders in the Rue Morgue. Okay, but an inquiry will afford you amusement. So there's some kind of, you know, amusement here to some information that you knew was going to happen. I feel like, you know, if it's this scenario that's going to unfold around you over the next couple of weeks, it's like to say, I told you so. And you'll sort of smile, really thinking, oh, I knew that was going to happen. You bet on it, if you remember at the start of this reading. So, my lovely Virgos, first of all, I want to thank you guys for the message and the shout out last week of putting some comments, okay, some feedback, a thumbs up, because it greatly has helped with the analytics for me. And if you can continue to do so, please do so, okay? So don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs as well. And until next time, you take care of yourself. Bye then.